Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys my first vlog in like a week. I just got over COVID and just got out of the hospital on Friday. So yeah, a lot of health problems going on at the moment. But I wanted to talk about AllStar Weekend, the NBA AllStar Weekend, kind of just give my recap of it because it was bad this year. I'm not going to lie. There were good parts of it, but a lot of it was pretty fucking bad. Most notably the dunk contest, but I did want to talk about some of the things I liked and some of the things I didn't like, because overall it like, you can see where the NBA is trying to go with some of these things, and you know, I don't really know. There's certain things that for me, I'm like, I don't know what they can do to fix that. Then there's other things that I'm like, they've changed certain things, they're nice additions, but there's certain parts of it that aren't that great. So we're going to start with the whole thing just day one, I guess. First thing I want to talk about was the Rising Stars Challenge in the Celebrity Game. Not a lot of people watch the All-Star Celebrity Game. It's very understandably why. You know, like at this point, I don't know how many times they had fucking Quavo on there. And, you know, they get it, not for nothing, man, but like a fucking Peloton track bike trainer or whatever, a Peloton bike trainer, won fucking MVP of the All-Star Celebrity Game. And I just think to myself, I was like, this dude won, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck he is. Like, I guess people who have Peloton workout equipment know who this guy is, but I'm like, okay, you know, like they had MGK there, Jack Harlow, Quavo, or Quavo, or whatever the fuck his name is. He's only been there like 3 or 4 fucking times already. But it's just the idea, man. It's like, it seems like they're struggling to get people to play in the Celebrity All-Star Game. And I really wouldn't be surprised if it's something that is just no longer a thing going forward. Not after this year, but it's dying. And I think part of the reason it's dying is because they don't get anybody's fucking interested in. Like, for example, I play a lot of video games. Dr. Disrespect is 6'8", okay? Like, not for nothing, but the Celebrity All-Star Game would be a lot cooler if they had like influencers, like people that, you know, people actually fucking know. You know, I don't mind seeing, like, for example, Dr. Disrespect playing it, even though he's been offered to play in it, he just hasn't. But Dr. Disrespect used to play basketball. And I think to myself, like, there's so many people out there that you could get to play in the Celebrity Game. And even the professional players they got to play in it were guys that nobody was interested in. You know, I think one year they had Scottie Pippen, and one year they had Ray Allen and stuff like that. Like, they had guys that, like, people actually wanted to watch. This year, it was fucking Anderson Varejao and Daniel Gibson. Like, who gives a fuck about them? You know what I'm saying? I understand that it's in Cleveland, but like, if you're going to put on the All-Star Celebrity Game and you want people to be interested in it, maybe, I don't know, find some NBA legends who aren't completely fucking washed up, who still play, who would be interested in playing in the Celebrity Game. Just saying, like, don't get me wrong, Anderson Varejao did his thing. I don't even remember seeing Daniel Gibson fucking play, to be honest with you. I didn't really pay attention to the Celebrity Game that much. But the Celebrity Game is like, at this point, most people skip it, and it's understandably why. So that's the first thing. Next is the Rising Stars Challenge. Now, I will say this. I do like the new tournament format. I do like the idea that we get to see more young faces. I like the idea that it seems a little bit more competitive now. I like the idea that it's a tournament format. That seems really cool. So I still think that can be tweaked a little bit to be better. But at least the Rising Stars Challenge is a little bit more interesting than it was previously. So that's a plus as well. And then I think it was day 2 is when shit really started to like go downhill. First of all, the Steph Curry drinking game thing, I don't know what the fuck the purpose of that was, but don't ever bring that back again. That was stupid. It was corny. It felt like a complete waste of like 15 fucking minutes, and I just didn't care about it. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about trivia questions to Steph Curry, okay? I just don't. So there was that. I don't even know why that was a thing, but they wanted to include that. And I guess I'll get to that later. But yeah, the drinking game thing was stupid. The skills challenge. Now, I will say this. The skills challenge did have some nice changes to it. However, the teams seemed very fucking random. I will say that. Like, they had like the Rooks, the Antetokounmpo brothers, and the Cavs. You know what I'm saying? It was like the 3 best players from the Cavaliers, the 3 like best rookies this year, and they had the Antetokounmpo brothers. It seems like it was just thrown together at the last moment. Like, if you're going to do 3 teams for the skills challenge, at least make the teams interesting, okay? Don't make it like, oh, we're going to pick, like, the fucking Ball brothers next year, or the Morris twins, and somebody, or some shit like that. Like, put, like, a big man, a point guard, and, like, a small forward all on the same team, right? And they don't even have to really be super good. Like, one guy can be, pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would at least make things interesting. Like, guys that, maybe a guy who can't shoot or something like that on these teams or in the skills challenge. Like, make it competitive. You know what I'm saying? Make it so it's interesting to watch. So, like the team that actually wins, it's like, wow, it's like they actually performed. You know what I'm saying? The teams thing just felt really, really random. And the passing drill that they had, I could have fucking did that. You could have did that. Like, the passing drill targets were so fucking big that, like, I was shocked if anybody missed those passing targets. So the skills challenge had some nice changes to it. It's just the idea. I like the idea of the points. I like all that. The teams need to be thought out a little better, and the passing thing, they need to make that harder. Sorry, the passing thing needs to be harder. So that's my opinion on that. 3-point contest wasn't too bad. I would have won a lot of fucking money had I actually placed my bet on Karl Anthony Towns to win it, because I was looking at the Vegas odds, and Karl Anthony Towns had the worst odds to win the 3-point shootout, and I saw the lineup. It was like Luke Kennard, Trae Young, CJ McCollum, and I'm like, well, I already like Karl Anthony Towns' chances ahead of CJ McCollum, and sure enough, Karl Anthony Towns ended up winning the whole thing. So the 3-point contest was probably like one of the best events of the entire weekend. And I'm gonna be honest, man, I'm happy for Karl Anthony Towns, man. He went through a lot last year. It was cool to see him win. He had his mom's necklace on and everything, so that was cool. 3-point contest, I thought, was a win. Would have been nicer to see, some more notable names in that 3-point shootout, but, I think they just go by whoever has the highest 3-point percentages this year, and then that's what they go by, which makes sense. So I can't be mad about it. 3-point contest was pretty good. The dunk contest. Where do I begin on this? The dunk contest was really fucking bad. Jalen Green clearly didn't practice any of his fucking dunks. Obi Toppin won the dunk contest with barely fucking trying. I mean, like, he was doing dunks like, obviously, I thought Obi Toppin was going to win. I kind of was like, well, he's the best dunker out of all of them, like pure dunker. And, they had Cole Anthony, who did something kind of cool. Like, he dunked in Timbs. I get it. Timbs are hard to dunk in. But it seemed like the only people who actually kind of prepared for this were Juan Toscano-Anderson and Obi Toppin. And I don't even think Obi Toppin really even fucking prepared, because he's been doing crazy dunks his entire fucking life. But Jalen Green took like 35 attempts to complete one dunk. It got so bad that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar walked out, like went home during Jalen Green's attempts. So all I'm saying is, if these athletes are going to compete in the dunk contest, at least practice, because it was obvious they didn't. And, it was obvious they didn't have backup dunks, some of them, like Jalen Green. It was just incredibly underwhelming, and I felt like there wasn't even a single 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a long time since I've seen a dunk contest where there isn't a single 50 given out. And at this point, man, the creativity needs to get better. And, I get it. That's on the players for creativity. But I don't know what they're going to do to fix the dunk contest, but it's getting harder and harder to watch it every single year. Since 2016, even before 2016, like, the dunk contests weren't that great. Then we got Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine, and people were like, okay, like, this is what I paid, like, this is what I want to see. This is what people paid to see. And this year, it's like, we got a bunch of fucking dunkers who didn't even practice their dunks. So I don't know what the deal with that is. Lastly is, I don't think I missed anything. Did I? No. Lastly is the AllStar Game. And the AllStar Game, I like the target score thing. Steph Curry did his fucking thing. Steph Curry was the whole reason that game was even interesting. It's still a game where very little fucking defense is played. And at this point, I think that is by design. It's obvious, when you set a point target of 163 points, it's pretty obvious nobody's playing fucking defense. And it would be nicer to see them actually play defense and be competitive. But it's like, what the fuck do you do to make them incentivized to be competitive? Like, Giannis was the most competitive person out there, and like Steph Curry because he was gunning for the record. And at this point, I just feel like the All-Star Game MVP award doesn't hold as much weight as it used to, you know? Back in the early 2000s, it was like if people won that award, it was like, you know, a major accomplishment. You know, you performed better than the best of the best on one night. And now it's like they're just out there throwing fucking alley-oops. They're like, they're not playing defense. You know, I get it. It's entertainment. It's an exhibition game. I completely understand that. But like, if you're going to put the best of the best, right, on a court for one night for an exhibition game, it's like, at least make it entertaining to watch. LeBron always makes it a little bit entertaining. You know, I understand that, but it's like the pure lack of competition is what bothers me. I'm not saying people need to go all out and like, you know, block every shot. Giannis was doing that, but Giannis is competitive as all hell. But it's like, I'm not saying you need to like, you know, start talking shit to each other. Actually, that would be pretty cool to see them to start talking shit to each other. But I'm not saying you gotta hurt anybody, but like, it would be nice to see some isolation one-on-one plays and people talking shit and going back and forth. Like, that's what people want to see. And I feel like every year, all we get is one team playing it like it's fucking NBA 2K, just airing passes out down at the other end of the floor while the defense walks back and the team on offense throws some crazy fucking alley-oop or shoot some insane three-pointer. You know, I don't really know what All-Star Weekend can do to get a lot better. It's getting better, but the dunk contest needs to improve and the All-Star Game itself need to improve, because it's to a point now, man, where people don't even want to watch it. Like, if I didn't have this YouTube channel, I probably wouldn't even watch it. You know, I like watching regular basketball because it's competitive, but these games, this All-Star Weekend shit isn't even competitive. So it's like the fucking Pro Bowl at this point. Like, the dunk contest is like the fucking Pro Bowl at this point. So I don't know, man. I don't know what they can do. It would be cooler actually during All-Star Weekend. And this is an idea I've seen tossed around a lot, and I think the NBA should do it. During All-Star Weekend, they should make the worst teams in the league play a tournament to get the top fucking draft pick. Now, I don't know how that would work. I don't know how they would, you know, plan all that out. But I tell you what, man, you would get people to tune into that, and teams might actually, like, fucking try for that. Because it's like, if you want to get better as a team, that draft pick matters. Now, I don't know how you make players care about it. I really don't. It's still, you know, maybe an exhibition game to them. But I just think to myself, it's like, maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't pay them or something for that week. Like, if you don't win this fucking game, you don't get paid or something like that. Like, so there has to be something on the line for them to want to, like, compete in something like that. I don't know. I think it'd be a really cool idea. I think the fans would love that. But I don't know, man. All in all, All-Star Weekend, kind of underwhelming this year. I hope it's better next year. Ja Morant, please participate in the dunk contest next year. Please do us all a favor. Please put us out of our fucking misery and please compete in the dunk contest next year. So tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I've been the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.